Anyone up for an ice cream float today? Get on over here, let's go. Wow, 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 what a nice treat. With summer right around the corner, I started thinking about family reunions and 4th of July and birthday party celebrations and just all those simple memories that just seem to stick with us forever. One of my favorite treats as a kid was just an old-fashioned ice cream float. There was just something magical about that cold, bubbly drink mixed with that creamy, cold ice cream. Just brings back memories. But today, I wanted to see if I could recreate that same nostalgic feeling using simple, healthy ingredients that fit my lifestyle. What started as an ice cream idea turned into something completely different. And honestly, I think this might be one of the funnest summer treats I've ever made. Today, we're making a browned butter ice cream float. 3 different kinds. Honestly, I didn't know if this was going to be a home run or just a complete disaster. But we're about to find out together. Hey guys, before we jump into today's video, I want to do a quick small channel shout out. So if you have a small YouTube channel, please leave a comment below. I want you to put in big letters, I want you to put channel first, and then I want you to tell us about your channel. Then everybody else, go check them out. If you see something that you like, go to that channel, hit subscribe, give them some love. We all started at 0, and sometimes it just takes one kind person to make a difference. All right, let's get back to today's nostalgic summer float. Okay, let's quickly go through the ingredients you're gonna need for this ice cream. You're gonna need an ice cream maker. This is my vintage retro electric ice cream maker that I absolutely love. You leave the bottom in the freezer all the time so it always stays cold. And then when you're ready to use it, you just pull it out. It's already froze and ready to go. Eventually, you're gonna need an ice cream scoop. 4 large egg yolks, just the yolks. 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I have 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract here. Your choice whether you want to add that or not. I'm also going to add some glycine powder. So we're just gonna add a tablespoon of that, because I'm sharing this with other people. Or you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of browned butter. 1 tablespoon of browned butter we are reserving for later. This needs to be at room temperature. I'm using West Gold butter, and I am using salted. If you're not using salted butter, you might wanna add a pinch of salt to this ice cream. Okay, you need either a whisk, or I'm using this. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some butter browning in our pan. We are going to use salted butter. It's a full 8 ounces, so 227 grams. We're gonna just leave it in here for about 25 minutes. We will not need all of this brown butter for this ice cream. I like to make a larger batch because I keep it in my refrigerator because I use this in so many recipes. And you can use it in your coffee, etc. For 1 batch of ice cream, we're gonna need a total of 4 tablespoons, 3 to put in it, 1 to reserve for later. If you want a little bit more later, all you gotta do is pull it out of the refrigerator. Hey guys, just a quick pause to ask you if you would hit that like button below. YouTube loves it. They will push my videos out a little bit further, which is a huge help to my small channel. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Let's get back to the video. Okay, we are about 10 minutes in, and it's popping and fizzling. Okay, we are down to 2 minutes left on the timer. I had set it for 25 minutes, which was perfect. Look at that. You can see the brown bits. So 25 minutes at the temperature that I had it works really, really well. When the timer goes off, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in a cool glass container and let it totally cool down. It will take a little bit to cool. This is why I try to make a larger batch at a time so I don't have to go through this cool down process every time I want to make something. I think that covers it. We are ready to start mixing this ice cream up and get it in the freezer. We have our 2 cups of heavy cream, our 4 egg yolks, our 1 tablespoon of glycine powder. Again, that's optional. Our 1 teaspoon of vanilla, optional. Your browned butter needs to be completely cooled, but still runny. Mine was getting a little thick, so I just stuck it in a little bowl of warm water. You don't want it too thick. So there, you want it just like that, just kind of runny. All the brown butter specks are just kind of all mixed in there. All right, let's pour this in, and then we're going to do a quick blend. Okay. Okay, we want to turn it on. I switched my bowl to this because it was going to be a lot easier to pour. I should have done this in the first place, but you know, didn't think about it. So we're going to pour all that in. That should take about 25 minutes in this little thing. Okay, we are at 25 minutes. So what we'll do now is we'll remove it from here. I will put it in a bowl and we're going to put it in the freezer for a couple hours and let it set up a little bit more. You can eat it now, but for what we're using it for, I want it to be just a little bit firmer. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Beautiful. That is lovely. That right there, because I think I might lick that later. Probably be, oh my gosh, yeah, that is amazing. Look at that. That's beautiful. You can even see a little bit of the brown butter specks in there. That is awesome. I'm gonna stick that in the freezer for about 2 hours. And then we'll get to making our ice cream float. That brown butter elevates this ice cream. This is amazing. Totally worth it. I had not tried it with the brown butter yet. Wow. I'm not kidding either. That's pretty yummy. Okay, our ice cream is done. Let's get to making these floats. The first one we're gonna do is we're gonna make up a coffee espresso float by taking a little bit of hot water. I've got a tablespoon of hot water here. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of espresso powder in this warm water. Okay, I'm gonna mix it all up. Okay, I'm gonna take some sparkling water, kind of do about half a cup into that. Ooh, that foamed right up. I wasn't expecting that. Obviously, I've never done that before. Right, let's give this a whirl. The ice cream looks great. It looks very scoopable. All right, we're gonna just put a scoop of ice cream in here first. I chilled the glass. All right. I might just put a little bit more in there actually, so I can see it a little better. Okay, we're gonna take some of this brown butter and we're gonna drizzle it along the top. All right, and the cold ice cream is gonna kind of make that set a little bit. I'm gonna pour this in. That looks very yummy. All right, we could even sprinkle a little espresso powder on the top. Does that not look delectable? I'm so anxious to try this. So this is the coffee flavored ice cream float. Let's see what we got here. With the brown butter across the top. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a nice treat. I get the hint of the coffee. Oh, wow. I'm gonna take a drink of this. I wanna see if I can get more of the coffee flavor. That is really good. So there's a little bit of sweetener in the ice cream. And then with that brown butter flavor, wow, that's quite a treat. The brown butter, I can't believe how it elevates this. The texture changes because that brown butter gets a little harder on top of that ice cream. So it really, that flavor stands out. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. Now we're gonna make another one of these. I want you to be able to share this with your kids, share it with your grandkids. So I'm gonna show you some options that you can use for the mixer, not coffee. Coffee is for adults. So one of them is going to be using Zevia. So Zevia is like a soda pop, but it's got stevia. Stevia is the sweetener. So it's a better option than root beer. So this is root beer flavored Zevia. And then the third one we're gonna do is using this LaCroix, I think it's LaCroix. I'm not sure how to say it. I say LaCroix. Sparkling water in coconut flavored. I love this. It does have some natural flavors. So it just says sparkling water, coconut flavored, naturally essenced. It's amazing. Okay, the next one we're gonna do is the root beer, okay? And the nice thing about this is if you have a kid's party or something, you can just set all these drinks out. They can pick what they want. The Zevia brand, they have so many different flavors that would be so tasty in this. The ones I laid out are, what did I lay out here? Black cherry, vanilla cola, that would be quite yummy. And of course, we're gonna do root beer. All right, so let's pour this in. And then the kids could just come serve themselves, you know, easy peasy, or the adults. All right, creamy root beer. Oh, this is creamy root beer, so it's like probably like obviously a white root beer. It's not dark root beer. Interesting. I've never had creamy root beer. Okay. Oh, look at it. It's nice and bubbly. Oh my gosh, this takes me back to childhood. Put some brown butter on there. Oh dear. And if your brown butter gets hard while you're kind of playing around, set it in a little bit of hot water because we want it to be pourable. Oh, look at that root beer float. All right, let's try this one out. I'm really anxious. That just like foam dried up. Oh my gosh, this looks so yummy. Wow, this takes me back. I'm not kidding. Wow. I like that Zevia root beer. Oh yeah. I can't wait to try the coconut. That is yummy. That's a win. Alrighty, we're ready for the coconut. I'm actually more excited for this one because I know what that coconut LaCroix water tastes like, and it is amazing. So I'm anxious, really anxious to see how this tastes in there. Okay, I'm just gonna, thought I was gonna have a lot of ice cream left over, but I'm putting quite a bit of ice cream in each one. Like we're having a party, even though we're not having a party. All right, ice cream's in. Let's pour the coconut LaCroix water over. Oh, nice and bubbly. Again, it's all light colored. I need to do a darker cola color, see what it looks like on. I bet that would look amazing. All right, let's do our butter. The butter does really elevate it because it gets kind of hard, and then just with the nuttiness of it. And there's brown butter also in the ice cream. Oh my gosh. I questioned whether the brown butter would mix into the ice cream and not just get hard, because butter hardens up. It didn't. It's because of the temperature of when I mixed it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't really taste the coconut as much as I thought I would. And I do know when I drink it, it's just a very slight coconut flavor. So you could always maybe add a little coconut extract. For me, it's fine, but someone that needs a lot of flavor, it's very mild coconut flavor. That brown butter on top. Oh my gosh. That texture difference is out of this world. That's crazy. I'd have to say my favorite, even though I don't drink these. I like that. That was a really good flavor. I like the coffee. Love the coffee. Very interesting. Okay, I took the rest of the ice cream. There wasn't much left. So you saw that ice cream batch made 3 of these, and they were pretty full, plus this little bit. This brown butter thing, that gives it caramel texture and a little bit of that flavor. You know what I was thinking? How I did the coffee, you could do it with cacao powder. Add some sweetness. So mix a little bit of this with some hot water. Add some sweetener in there for the kiddos or whoever. It was a tablespoon of hot water, a teaspoon of this, and then add your sweetener, mix it up, mix it with your sparkling water, just a little bit, and then it would be a chocolatey, fizzy drink surrounding your ice cream. That would be amazing. Let me know what your favorite childhood treat was. Mine was always ice cream. Ice cream popsicles, the ice cream man coming down the street, ringing his bell. Everybody would run inside and get money from their parents. They were great times. 1965, baby. That was a great era to grow up in. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoy this. Hope you try it. I love that nostalgic era, and I love all the things that went with it. All right, you guys enjoy.